What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the GMRT Experience. We're back. We're back with the Friday Fire. I'm excited for these episodes. These are really cool to shoot because it's direct, right to the point. A lot of times throughout the week, I'm kind of like going through the process of what I want to talk about, and mainly what I've been experiencing is, as I think about it, is what I'm going through in my personal life, some of the challenges that I'm going through, and then what's helping me overcome those challenges. And that's literally what this Friday Fire is becoming. So I'm excited to keep sharing these with you guys. This episode is actually, it's going to be called You versus You. Last year, I had a good mentor of mine. His name is Ryan Flynn. He used to tell me, like, dude, when you're in the process of success, in the process of trying to achieve your goals, it's literally comes down to you versus you. There's nobody else. And the reason why I want to bring this up, because we're still early in the year. A lot of people might have given up already on their goals, which is kind of sucks. It's barely February. If you're giving up on your goals, then you're not meant for this game. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt, because I've been through this, that I get caught up in this fantasy world that, everybody's against me, or, everything, it's not going my way. You got to realize, man, that people have their own problems. And this is how I overcome situations in my head when I'm thinking, well, things are not going to go my way, or people are against me. Don't get me wrong. I've had circumstances throughout my journey, my career, that people were against me, but that doesn't happen all the time. That's very rare. However, you gotta realize that if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, if you don't go ahead and start that business, start that podcast, reach out to that client, nobody else is going to do it for you. You're the only one standing in front of that person, in front of that challenge, obstacle, whatever that may be. It's not somebody else, it's you. So that's why it's very important that when you're trying to overcome things in your business or your personal life, make sure that you're not the person standing in front of that. You're not the obstacle standing in front of it. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have the challenges. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be scary. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, for example, this podcast. I dragged this podcast for so long. I was talking about it for months. And last summer, I was like, you know what? I just need to start it. We didn't start with the best equipment. I started with $10 mics, just shooting out of my iPhone. And that was it. And then I was just started releasing episodes. And I did it because I had to. If now that I go look back at it, it was me standing in front of the ifs. The what is people going to say? You know what? People are going to talk no matter what. I have this thing that I say, people talk when they're not in the game. Unless you're in the game, talk. But if you're not even in the game, if you're in the stands, don't even worry about those people, man. People that are playing in the game, that are actually doing things, we're not criticizing other people that are in the game. We're too busy doing our thing. We're too busy growing our business. We're too busy caught up in a lot of the obstacles and situations that come up as you're running your business. So I would encourage you guys, just don't let yourself be the person that's standing in front of your goals. And I experienced this myself. Like, I'm in interesting season in my business career that I have to get uncomfortable again. And that feeling uncomfortable, the word says it, it's uncomfortable, and that's what I realized in my career, that the uncomfortable feeling never goes away. I don't remember when was the last time through my 7 years. Tomorrow is going to be my 7-year anniversary. If you're listening to this on Friday, but February 14th is my anniversary every time. When I started GMRT. So in those 7 years, I don't remember a time that I was comfortable. I used to think like, oh, once I achieve this level, once I have this X amount of money in the account, in my bank account, once I have this or that or the employee or the building, whatever, I'm gonna be happy. And I can tell you, I've been 7 years in the gaming. I'm not saying I'm not happy, but I got a lot of things. I got a lot to lose now, and it's been a very common factor as I surround myself with successful entrepreneurs. And make sure you guys have a successful, winning circle. Before I shot this podcast today, I was at a lunch meeting with a good friend of mine. His name is Sean Finnegan, and we were just working on my business, just kind of having lunch and talking about like, okay, how could you do this better in your business? How can you get more revenue coming in? And as we were talking, the ideas are flowing. So that's why it's also very important that you surround yourself with people that are winning at a big level, not just at your level, but surround yourself with people that are ahead of you, because those people are going to make you think big and can actually help you understand what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. But anyways, that's a whole nother episode that I can do. I really wanted to focus on this episode. Make sure that you guys go do what you're supposed to be doing. Don't be the one person standing in front of your goals. Those goals require the best of you. The goals that you're dreaming, the things that are dreaming, they're not gonna come by themselves. You have to go out there and chase them, do the work, whatever it takes. And don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of times, if you are in the social media world, you start seeing that person has this or that person has that. Like, don't even compare yourself to that, because that might be their chapter 20th and you're on chapter 5. So you cannot compare yourself to other people's chapter, because you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna be unhappy. And I did that for my first few years. Like, I was comparing my chapter 2 to somebody's chapter 10. Like, there's just day and night. There's levels to this game. You have to go through the process to get to that level. So anyways, guy, remember, it's you versus you. Stop making excuses, do the work, and it's gonna pay off. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.